Alright, so another week of checking on the bees. We're gonna see what they're up to. Definitely want to check on this queenless hive that I've been having to deal with, and just go through, feed them, kind of do a quick check, make sure everything's going well. So here we go. Alright, so these two hives have been my queenless troublesome ones. This one I've definitely had laying worker inside of. It's been issues that I've been having to deal with consistently for the past, this is probably week 4, I'm assuming. I've tried different methods, and we'll see how it goes. All right, if you're curious about a queenless hive and how to tell, these are worker cells. You can tell because they're shorter, but if you see these bubbled up cells, that means they've been laying drones, and you can tell that the cells are a lot skinnier. I'll try to zoom in also on some of these brood. So the brood also, it looks like it's overcrowded in the cell, and it's, after a while of looking at these, you can tell that there's just something not quite right with it. So put it out here. So I propped up this hive last week with a new frame. Again, you have that same kind of look to it. Now, I attempted to put one of these frames in here last week. And if you can also look, you can see that there's multiple eggs in these cells, and I'll attach a picture if it's not that clear. That's a sign of a laying worker. They just lay. So this is one of the new ones I put in. Basically what they did is, although it was a good one, they just kind of let it go. They've added more eggs to the cells. They haven't really fed any, so it's just kind of a mess. All right, here's one. And I might take this and just boost up one of my other hives with it, because they're not going to do anything. They're just eventually going to dwindle down. And I've tried several times to save this hive, and it just doesn't. They won't make a new queen, just like the one beside it. But this is a lot of good stores. This is heavy filled with honey and nectar. So I'm going to put this to the back, and I'm moving this to a good hive. All right, so here's a hive I upgraded the other week that I think might have swarmed in the meantime. So I'm going to give them those the bars of wax with honey in it, just to kind of make sure that they're on a good foot. Might just give them 1 or 2. Might kind of spread it out because there's already a lot of bees in here. Yeah, they're already a lot. So I might just give them a couple. Yeah, they got a good amount. Yeah, so I'm looking for eggs, but I don't see any. The queen might still be pretty young. Oh, there's a queen. She looks like she's going a little crazy, so I'm just going to give her a second. Calm down a little bit. So she definitely looks healthy, looks full. It's kind of what you want to see out of a queen. So I'm putting this back. If she is new, she's definitely mated, because if they're not mated, they are much thinner than that. All right, now that I saw her, I'm just gonna put these back, add that honey to the back of this, and let them go. Put all these guys back where they are. Since there's so many bees, I'm actually going to move the sugar water out. That's interesting. You can see this guy. Get a little close up. I've seen her out here before. She's a big mama. Kind of surprised me a little bit. I'm assuming she's living off my bees. All right. Oh. I think that might be an issue. Oh man, I should have got her out. And that is what happens if you attack a beehive. Good to know. And so back to putting the stuff on. So eventually kind of tear the spider apart and remove it from the hive. All right, so I made this split last week. I normally like to leave them alone for a while, but I'm gonna see if they have any queen cells in here, enough where I can take some from them, and I will go ahead and split that really full top bar if that's the case. Like I said, it saves a week of, if I did a split now, they'd be essentially a week behind because I gotta go through the whole queen making process when these might already have some queen cells made. So, let's see. A population, not a big population, but a population. This was the one that I attached. I was hoping they're gonna make some queen cells with. Looks like I got about 4 on this side, a few on this side. None of them look super good, so I'm scared to take from those. If you look, like, I don't know, I just feel like those are kind of short, like nothing really great. That one's an okay one, but that's about the only one. So I'm scared to start messing with those. There are these at the bottom where I could chop that bottom off and have 2 and still leave them with 4. It might be an option. Let me just see if they made some anywhere else in here. Now that bar that I just showed you, I actually pulled it out of a top bar and just smashed it onto this starter strip, and they were able to attach it and reconnect it. I was kind of worried that that was going to fall before they were able to attach it, but looks like it's good. Here's one frame. Like I said, I'm just looking to see. And the good thing is it looks like there's a lot of brood that's going to be coming out. That's a good sign. That means it'll boost up the strength of this. We do have a queen cell there. That's a good sign, so it makes it feel a little bit better. And we got one there. That one looks good. And we got one over here. So I'm okay with taking a couple of those. I'm gonna still do that probably. So I just wanted to walk through and kind of make sure that these will have a queen, because I don't want to start messing with these, take the good queen cells, and then be behind or turn into another queen laying colony. Or sorry, worker laying colony. All right. Nope, that's drone. It looks like. But we do have a lot of young bees here, so that's a good sign. Yeah, so I'm okay. So I'm gonna take a couple of those. I'm gonna show you how I do it. So we got the knife, and I pulled out a couple of rescue bars from the top bar hive. I'm gonna come in here. All right, so it looks like about, if I slice it off there, we should be good, and it won't impact any of the others. I'm gonna come right here. Start to cut that away. Watch out, ladies. They'll move out of the way. I'm not slicing any bees. Let's go. Let's go very gently. Other things like a razor knife might make this a little simpler. But like I said, this kind of causes me to be a little safer, a little more careful. Alright, so I got it almost cut loose. So before it falls, I'll just break it off. And I'll take them, guys. So, queen cells here, queen cells there, plus the other queen cells. I think we're good to go. Put that down here. I'm gonna take this. I wanna make sure that I don't go anywhere near those queen cells. So what I can even do, I can bend this one up like that. And I can sit. Right. Just making sure I don't, try not to get the bees either, or stick it through those queen cells. Okay. So there we go. Now that stays. It's just stuck right to that, like that. So I'm gonna take it over here. Put it in here. And probably put it right in the middle of a couple others. Right, so there we go. Right there. Want to get them out of the sun so they don't overheat. And I'll go ahead and get the others. Already got the bars down there, ready for the sugar water. All right, so since I already have that hive stationary over there with the queen kind of pushed on it, I don't want to be moving that a lot. So I'm actually going to walk with these frames probably about 30 feet and put them in the new nuke. So we have brood all the way in the back. And like I said, this was the one where she kind of skipped around a little bit because she just ran out of space. Just want to make sure she is not on here. I don't see her, but these are going to be emerging out pretty soon. There's honey and nectar already, which is good. There's a young brood, which is good. It'll give a good, you know, bees do various things at different ages of their life. So with this various ages of brood, moving it over, it'll work out good. as they hatch out, waiting for the new queen to make, the hive will still go on. Next one's kind of the same thing. And she's done a good job laying all the way back here. Making sure I don't see her, which I don't, but I do see new brood, which is good, or new bees. So once they hatch out of there, that hive, you don't have to worry about them coming back to this hive because they've already oriented towards them. Okay, move these over. All right, so here we have various ages, or sorry, various jobs anyway. Trying to see if there's eggs or if they're storing honey, and I see eggs. Try to turn this camera. See if we can see some eggs in there. Trying to gauge the sunlight as best I can. So I'm gonna leave this one because but I might shake all these workers in the new hive. Looks like they're probably nurses, which is what I need in there, you know, because they're younger, just to be sure. So I'm looking in here. Looks like a lot of younger bees. And I don't need to shake too many into the new hive because I don't want to weaken this hive enough. I might shake these, and like I said, because it's warm, I'm not too concerned with it, and see how it goes from there. If you can see bees like that, that is a newer kind of chalky looking bee. That means she emerged not too long ago. Again, making sure the queen is not on here because I don't want to move her. Okay. You see there? That's what I was trying to find too. Right down there. At least have a bee chewing her way out, hatching out. Not really hatching out, but coming out of the. That bee trying to get the honey that I have on the tip of this. All right, I'm gonna shake these in and then I'm gonna drop it off. All right guys, so that's what I have for today. Like I said, just check some random things. Did a split. You never know what you're gonna run into. Or the spider thing was pretty interesting. Hope you guys liked it. I got an interesting video on something completely different coming up probably, and that's on solar panels that we got installed yesterday. So those are, I guess, a different topic than I normally cover. Maybe it's more on the homestead genre than it is beekeeping. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope y'all got something from it. Y'all have any questions, hit the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could subscribe, greatly appreciate it. Love y'all. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.